Hello there, this is Nopename. Welcome to another Project Zelda update. This time, as you can see, one big change is I upgraded to Minecraft 1.14.2 with Optifine, and now I have shaders again. In case you want to know, I'm using the Sildur's Vibrant Shader High, and so yeah, this one works really well and it looks great, I think. So when the map is released, I will recommend this shader on the download page and so on, but of course you can play this map in fully vanilla. Alright, so since the last update and since the last stream, mainly this village changed. As you can see, in case you haven't seen the stream, I re-implemented the windmill and it moves again. With Optifine, there is no lag at all if you come close to it. But without Optifine, the cloning command will create lag spikes. And before you ask, I already tried out structure blocks and that made no difference. So I made a function to turn off a windmill. In the actual game you don't have to write that command. Instead there will probably be a button in here or something like that to turn it off and on again, of course. So yeah, I changed the height of the lighthouse, as you can see. And I modified this building once again. It's still empty, and I built this in a stream. I modified this building as well, and at least these two houses will be added to a village in the near future. And then I need at least one other building, and then that should be it for the village stuff on this island. Yeah, at the beginning you could see the entrance of a dungeon. This map will contain only one dungeon, but therefore this is a series of Zelda maps. So the next map, the next island, will contain another dungeon. Alright, and I added some mechanics. And yeah, I added some. Most of them I simply copied from the old Zelda map, but a few others I completely redesigned, you could say. For example, the crawling, because in Minecraft 1.14 there's a default crawling mechanic, as you can see, with animation. So this is a lot better compared to my self-made crawling before. So yeah, as you can see, if you are close to a hole where you can crawl, at the block beneath you these particles show up, so that indicates you can crawl through this hole here. Hole. Not hole. And then you have to look straight down and you will be sent into the crawling animation, and that's done by setting a block up here. Maybe you can see the outline of this block here, and if you don't want to crawl, then just jump and this block will be removed. Otherwise just move forward, and once you go out of this hole, you will be walking again. So yeah, I redesigned that mechanic. And another mechanic I simply copied from the old Project Zelda. If you hold your sword and you sneak, this bar on the top fills up, and once you've been sneaking for quite a while, you make a spin attack. I think you have already seen that, in case you follow my channel. Yeah, and it will damage mobs in the near, around you. I also have bombs. Function main give, oops, give bombs. So, as you can see, this displays the amount of bombs you currently have. Scoreboard player set as bombs 5. So now I have 5 bombs, and you simply right click them to throw. Oh, and you simply right click them to throw them like this. And there's a cooldown in between, so you can't throw 10 bombs in 1 second or something like that. And you can see the amount displayed here will decrease, and once it reaches 0, you can't throw any more bombs unless you pick some more bombs up. Of course, I have the boomerang again. It just works like in the previous map, unless the sounds are missing. I have to change that. I don't know why they are missing. Okay, it's only the default flying sound. Yeah, and so far there is no hookshot and not any other item, because, as I said, this map only contains 1 dungeon, and the dungeon item is the boomerang, and that's why there is no hookshot or any other dungeon items. They will be added in other episodes of this map series. Yeah, let's see, is there anything else I want to show you? Right, so I have dungeon doors. Function means summon door. Yeah, it works just like in the previous map. And I also re-implemented the tree generator, which will be removed once this map is up for download. But for now, for me, during development, I can generate trees, random trees. You might have seen this in my streams. And yeah, now I placed a random oak tree here, which I have to remove later. Alright, so as I said, I will build these 2 buildings, and I might add another one, maybe here or something like that. Maybe it's not part of the actual village. And when I have to implement some more mechanics, most of them I will simply copy from the old Zelda map, and when I will add some interesting stuff on this island, mainly on the back side here, so that's actually something to explore. Of course, there will be something special on the top of this mountain, as you might have guessed, and then it's time to implement the story and so on. So I have to summon some villagers, and you will be able to talk to them, and there will be some sort of story. And later in the story you will get to this island. You can't simply swim here, because if you try to swim, a monster will appear and eat you, because this is a very dangerous ocean. So you have to find another way to get to this island. If you have a high render distance, you will already see, or if you have seen this video, you know that there's an island here. And yeah, you have to get to it and enter the dungeon, and yeah, just play through the dungeon. And then the first episode of Project Zelda is completed after I have built the dungeon, and maybe I have to add some details, and then it's time for testing already. Let's see, this shouldn't take longer than 2 months, I guess. And after that, it's time for the next episode of Project Zelda. So yeah, I hope you're looking forward to it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, see you next time, bye!